Want to know what to expect on a high-end safari across East Africa? In this video, I'm going to walk you through my exact luxury itinerary through Kenya and Uganda, including game drives, gorilla trekking, private flights, and some of the most unforgettable wildlife experiences on the planet. Watch until the end for my bonus tips on packing, porters, and a little thing called the African helicopter. Let's dive in. Most safaris begin in Nairobi, and you have some incredible options. A truly magical choice, Giraffe Manor. You'll literally feed giraffes from your breakfast table or have them nuzzle your wine glass at sunset. Not into giraffes in your room? Try the Karen Blixen cottages, freshly renovated and full of vintage out-of-Africa charm. Or the elegant Hemingway's Nairobi, a colonial-style escape with polished service. I stayed at the historic Fairmont Norfolk, perfectly central and a classic launchpad for safaris over the past century. From Nairobi, we flew to Old Pejeta Conservancy, where we stayed at Sanctuary Tambarare, a small, intimate camp tucked into a grove of fever trees at the foot of Mount Kenya. And it really did feel like stepping into another world. The team greeted us every day with hot chocolate infused with amarula, and by night we shared stories around the fire, wrapped in blankets under 1,000 stars. During our stay, we visited the last 2 northern white rhinos left on Earth, an emotional, humbling experience, a mother and a daughter. We also spent time at the Sweetwater's Chimpanzee Sanctuary, founded with support from Jane Goodall's Institute, a place where rescued chimps now live freely, some for the first time in their lives. The Conservancy itself is teeming with wildlife, lions and zebras, even African wild dogs, elephants. There was so much wildlife, it was just amazing. And the experience felt deeply connected to both nature and conservation. After Old Pejeta, we flew into the Masai Mara, Kenya's most famous game reserve and a core part of any well-designed East Africa safari. There are several excellent luxury lodges and camps throughout the Mara. On this trip, I stayed at A&K's Sanctuary Olanana, located on a private section of the Nile River. Each suite is standalone and river-facing. You'll see hippos in the water, and baboons and monkeys are a constant presence. Charming, but not shy. They will take the food off your table if you let them. The lodge has a laid-back, casual luxury vibe. The food was excellent and the service consistent and professional. We also visited a nearby Maasai village where we met local artisans and purchased hand-beaded jewelry and crafts directly from the women who made them. And if you're coming to the Mara, one experience that is absolutely worth the extra cost is the hot air balloon ride at sunrise. Quiet, surreal, and unforgettable. You can find the full Masai Mara video linked below in the comments. From Kenya, it's a natural extension to continue into either Uganda or Rwanda for gorilla trekking. Both countries offer this life-changing experience and both connect easily with flights from the Mara. We chose Uganda's Bwindi Impenetrable Forest, a rainforest at high elevation. It's beautiful, but conditions can be muddy and unpredictable, so it's smart to allow at least 2 days here in case weather or trail conditions change plans. Accommodation options include Cloud's Mountain Gorilla Lodge, with its stone cottages, fireplaces, and panoramic views, and the newly renovated Sanctuary Gorilla Forest Camp, located inside the park itself for maximum convenience. Both offer excellent food, welcoming staff, and the kind of hospitality East Africa is known for. The trek itself is demanding, 3 to 6 hours at altitude on steep, muddy terrain, but entirely doable with the help of a porter who will carry your bag and steady you along the way. For those unable to hike, there's also the option of the locally nicknamed African helicopter. It's a stretcher carried by rotating porters, ensuring anyone who dreams of this encounter can still make it into the forest. We were so fortunate to spend time with Posho, a silverback, and his family, a rare and intimate window into the lives of these endangered primates. It was one of the most profound experiences of our entire journey. After gorilla trekking, you can totally change the pace and head to the Nile River. From Entebbe, it's a 2 to 3 hour drive with a private driver, followed by a short boat ride across to Lamala Wild Waters Lodge. The arrival is unforgettable, crossing the water onto an island set in the middle of the Nile's raging rapids. Each guest has a private cottage perched just above the river, with dramatic views and the constant sound of rushing water. This is true jungle in water Africa, a natural complement to the savanna and rainforest you've just experienced. Days here are about adventure and relaxation. You can raft or kayak the Nile, try bungee jumping, go fishing, or simply enjoy the riverside spa and fresh-caught fish at dinner. It's a remarkable way to finish an East Africa journey, wild, beautiful, and unforgettable. Packing for East Africa is about being smart and light. The bush planes only allow soft-sided duffels with a total weight of about 33 pounds, including your carry-on. That's why operators send you a duffel in advance. Hard luggage won't fit. The essentials: a good rain jacket, layers in neutral colors, and sturdy hiking boots, a must for gorilla trekking. To make it easy, I've created a safari packing guide. It's free. Download it now. And when it comes to cash, East Africa strongly prefers US dollars. Clean bills, newer printings. I usually recommend carrying about $700 in cash for tips, porters, and small purchases, broken down into smaller denominations. There are so many tips I could share, but you get the idea. A trip like this is all about the details and getting them right from the start. I'm a luxury travel advisor, and this is one of several trips I've done across Africa. When it's planned properly, it feels effortless, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes to make that possible. I work with trusted partners across the continent to design safaris that fit how you want to travel, whether that's more active and adventurous or relaxed and observational. And from East Africa to South Africa, Egypt to Morocco, there is truly something for everyone. But East Africa, wow, it's just special. If you want to go deeper, I've shared more from this trip on my blog, along with additional itinerary ideas. You'll find that and more Africa content linked below. And if Africa is on your bucket list, let's start with a conversation. I'll help you structure it properly right from the beginning. I'm Joanne Redwood, and thanks for traveling with me.